No, that is one of my favorite things when you listen to something and you're like, oh, it's that thing from earlier, but now it's different, and now the other instrument is playing it. And that's definitely
Yeah.
been something that I have really, I feel like, leaned into a lot more on this record. We've
I
got
was I was literally
more
about to
people.
bring up Ruin and the Pendant as you were saying this.
Like tossing things from like here's on guitar, here it's on keys, here it's on cello, here it's on vocals.
Yeah.
You know, having a bunch of different melodic instruments that can toss ideas back and forth. And again, My Dying Bride did the same with like they've got keys, they've got cello, they've got guitars.
And that's a really classical move. I grew up playing classical music, and that's a move that you'll see. Is yeah, I don't know if it's a thing that comes across, but definitely when I'm thinking of those intuitions, I'm thinking about like a lot of the things that I find exciting in classical music.
I mean, exactly what we were talking about with the cello in Ruin, you know, giving the melody to the guitar in the next song.
Yeah.
You know, it did, because the first time I listened to it, it was like, I think that was the same one, but I was just so lost in like the melody of the cello and just like having it carry me down, you know, the melodic river, so to speak, that it wasn't until the next time I went back I was like, no, okay, like I see it's, you know, the overture almost into this song.
That's a really funny one because I think that song originated as a solo piano piece that's approximately similar to Ruin. And there was a piece of Soren's. And then we kind of workshopped that into the song that became The Penitent with the idea of like the right hand to the piano, like the melodic bit going to lead guitar, and then putting in some rhythm guitars. And then we kept the idea of having the more like the original version as the interlude leading into it, and then having the cello take over the lead there because it's such a lead instrument.
Yeah, that was a really interesting process because it was definitely originally conceptualized as something similar to Remembrance on the first record, just kind of a more independent interlude. But one of my worries when I was putting those two back to back is that when the riff comes in on guitar, it's like, oh no, are people going to feel like, oh, I've already been listening to this for a while. Like, am I going to feel tired of it or something? But knowing that you listened to it and it didn't even click quite that it was the same thing, but you kind of notice it afterwards. That makes me glad to hear.